Right, let's go. Hi guys, welcome to my second part of my series on the basic blues. What we're going to do today, before we look at full on trying to do some solos and some licks, we're going to do a turnaround. Now this is going to be played for the final 2 bars, okay? So what we would have done in the blues, we would play our E, our D. Then instead of playing 2 bars of A, we're going to do a turnaround. And all it is just a really, really cool little phrase that gets us back to the start again. And it also helps to break up that final 2 bars and the monotony if you're playing the rhythm of just playing an A over and over again. So we're going to play. Just like that, just a little 2-bar phrase, okay? So, what have we got? Well, for those of you who are a bit more knowledgeable on guitar, you'll know that it's actually a specific open chord shape called a D7 shape. Okay, that's what I'm playing, and I'm just moving that up to the 9th fret, and then I'm just moving that back, and then I'm going to play a triad there. Okay, so it's all relatively kind of normal stuff, but let's go through it step by step. First shape is going to be 9 on the G with your middle finger, 8 on the B with your first finger, and then 9 on the E with your ring finger. Okay. So it's 9, 8, 9. Okay, this is actually an A7. That's the chord. Okay, A7 there. The shape is a D7, but the chord is an A7. Try not to get too complicated, but that's basically what we're playing. 9, 8, 9. And I'm going to pick G, then I'm going to pick E, then I'm going to pick B. Now, I pick this, okay, with my right hand I'm going to pick down on that G string, up then on the E and the B. That works for me. I've done this lick, I don't know how many years ago I learned this, so it's one of those things I've never really thought about, particularly how I pick it. So you could alternate pick it, you could down, up, down, the whole thing, but that's the way I do it. I go down, up, up, okay? And then what I'm going to do, once I've done that, is I'm going to literally just move the shape back 1 fret. So I'm now on 8 on the G, 7 on the B, and then 8 on the E, so 8, 7, 8. Okay, so it's an A flat, and I'm now going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to pick G, E, B. And again, I'm going to pick down, up, up. Okay? And then I'm going to move back 1 more fret. Okay, so now to a G. And I'm going to play the same shape. So it's going to be 7 on the G, 6 on the B, 7 on the E. Okay, I'm going to pick it the same way. G, E, B. Okay, so that's my first little section. Those are all triplets, so we want that triplet rhythm, so triplet, but obviously slower. That's a triplet slower. Then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit an A major triad, okay? A triad means that we're playing the 3 notes that make up the chord, in this case an A major, okay? So what you normally have if you're playing an A open is you're going to play the same 3 notes, but you're going to play some of those notes 2 or 3 times. In a triad, we literally just play each note once, okay? So this is going to be, there's our root note, our A, there's our 5th, our E, and there's our major 3rd, okay, which is a C sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bar the 5th fret on the E and the B with my first finger, and then I'm going to play the G string 6th fret with my middle finger. Now this is the hardest bit of the whole thing, is to get used to playing this triad. As I say, this is something I teach to people when I'm first looking at the blues. So often they're relatively inexperienced players. So to hold down 2 strings at a time can be quite tricky for them. So it's a real challenge, but it's a good place to start getting used to doing these 2 string holds. Double stops is what they're called, basically, where we're playing two notes with 1 finger effectively. Not always with 1 finger, but that's what it is. It's a double stop. Then we're going to tack on that major 3rd on top to get that A major feel. I'm just going to hit that once with a down strum. I'm going to be quite aggressive. You can staccato it as well. Staccato means you just click the note straight away. So you have that sound, so that works, or you can let it ring. Whichever you prefer. There's not a right or wrong, it's just whatever you prefer. Okay, so that's the main chunk of this turnaround. To end the turnaround, I'm actually going to play now on the A string 5th fret, and this is part of the A blues scale, okay, which I will go through in the next video. We will be going through blues scales. But for now, just trust me. So it's going to be 5th fret on the A, then 6th fret on the A, then 7th fret on the A. And I'm going to pick that first finger, middle finger, ring finger. And again, as with a lot of the things in the blues, it's got a triplet feel, okay? So it's triplets is our rhythm, okay? So we end up with this in total. Now that is called vibrato. All I'm doing there is just moving the string up and down a little bit. Not necessarily, just a little bit of a show off. And you just hold that note. And then you're back into the start. Okay? So what you can do is you can embellish on that, but take that as your basic turnaround. So the idea is 2, 3, I play it. And then back in. So yeah, I do actually, I just as you could probably hear there, I actually do hit an A first. So I'd go. And as much as anything, that just gives something to ring out as I move my hands. Which is always something to have a little bit of think about if you've got a big jump of hand movements. So just a little bit of a like a tip there. You don't actually need to do it, but it just makes your life a bit easier if after you've hit that D for a bar, you just hit one A. You could just hit the open A note. And then you're in. Okay, and that's the basic turnaround. Now, you could use that as a full ending as well. You could go through the first bit and then what I do from there is probably just hit this note, 8th fret on the E string, and I'd pull it down. Doesn't have to be a pinky, you could use your ring finger. And then I'm going to hit that A power chord. And that's probably how I'd end it. There's lots of other snazzy ways to end it, but that's a simple way to end it. So normally you turn it around, in, but then the final time, and I do that, I'd slow it down as well, which is called a row. This is a snazzy name for just slowing down, basically. And that's it. So that's our turnaround. So the idea is that gets tacked on to our 12-bar blues, which I did in the last lesson. So at the end of this, I'm going to do a similar thing to last week. I'm going to play through the 12-bar twice. First time I'm going to do it with a turnaround. The second time I'm going to do it with an ending. Okay. As usual, please like the video. Please comment at the bottom. It really, really helps me out a lot. Please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and please, enjoy playing some guitar because it's great fun and I love doing it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play it through twice and I'll see you guys next time. Okay.